Good afternoon. That airman lost his guns and military medals when thieves swiped it all from his truck. Now he's playing detective, tracking down surveillance video of the suspects on his own, even putting out wanted flyers. News 13's Candace Hopkins is live in Uptown with the story. Candace?
Kim, the airman had just arrived here in Albuquerque for a month of training. He parked his truck here at this hotel behind me with nearly everything he owned inside, thinking it would be safe. Now he knows just how wrong he was.
It seemed like it was a nicer area, so I thought everything would be okay. You know, hindsight is always 20/20.
He doesn't want us to identify him, but this airman had only been in Albuquerque one day when he fell prey to one of the city's many thieves. About 2 weeks ago, he drove here to Albuquerque and spent the night here at the Uptown Homewood Suites. Outside, his truck was full of nearly everything he owned.
I'll never make that mistake again, but yeah, I left my stuff in there.
Clothes, a computer, pictures, guns, and most importantly, 12 years of military mementos. Things that tell his story of life in the Air Force, like rare coins, patches he earned, and others he got from other airmen, and even uniforms.
It's definitely a big hit. And you know, it's easier to deal with if you don't really think about it too much. Because when you start thinking about it, it's like, oh man, I'm never gonna get that back. How am I gonna get this? How am I gonna get this back? It's impossible.
All of that and much more was stolen out of the truck. At the time, it was parked at the hotel while the airman was back in New Jersey on leave. After it was burglarized, he says APD took pictures and fingerprints, and a friend came and cleaned out the rest of his stuff. Then just a couple days later, the truck itself disappeared. But the thieves left behind a long trail of clues, more than 24 charges on his credit card.
Totaling of almost $4,000 just on the charges.
The airman knew there was little police could do to get his stuff back, so he started hunting down the suspects, going to the stores where his credit card was used, gathering up surveillance video and pictures of the suspects, which we've blurred because police haven't confirmed they're suspects. During a chance encounter last week, he spotted his truck parked outside Savers on Carlisle. He took this video of the suspect and a couple of other men with him as they worked on his truck. He says he called APD for help, but they didn't arrive in time and the men took off. Now he's posting these flyers online, hoping someone will turn the man in, and maybe he'll get his memories back.
Lots of things that I can't get back. Honestly, it'd be great to get the car back, but that's just monetary. That can be replaced.
The airman says besides losing his personal items, he also lost his leave. He had been planning to spend about 2 weeks at home with family in New Jersey, but instead he had to fly back here to Albuquerque to track down these thieves. Back to you, Kim.
Okay, thanks, Candace. Now the airman even started a hotline for anyone who wants to help crack the case, get his stuff back. He got the number 585-HELP.